Well, hi there. It's good to see ya. It appears that everyone is visiting the beach this morning, catching some rays, enjoying the weather. I'm glad you're here. There's something I need to discuss with you. Now, I don't want to be a negative Nelly. This is your friend Eva talking, not your boss. But you missed your evening shift at the restaurant yesterday. I had to ask Tammy Lee to cover for you. This can't happen again. In paradise, everyone pulls their own weight. We all have a part to play, and that includes you, darling. Catch my drift? Good. So what's crackin'? You saw Connie Sims? Let me guess, dressed in black, right? It's such a shame. Ever since her daughters left paradise, she hasn't been the same. She just wanders the streets as if in a daze. I hate to say I told you so, but those girls never should have left paradise. It's dangerous out there. I'm glad you decided to stay here, where you belong. This is your home, and it always will be. So, are you here to meet up with your Aunt Lucy? She's right over there. She sure does spend a lot of time at the beach, flirting with the lifeguards. Still trying to land herself a husband, no doubt. Poor girl. Oh, me? Of course I'm married. Haven't you met my Sal before? I suppose not. He's been away on business. He has a very important job with the government. Anyways, I have to dash, sweetie. Catch you on the flip side. Hey, hun. You're up early. Don't you love a Saturday morning at the beach? The waves crashing on the shore, the sun overhead, the sand between your toes, and of course, the hunky lifeguards. He's a real Casanova, that one. What more could the gal ask for? Are you hungry? I packed some fruit and PB&Js. Good, right? Nothing like having a sandwich and a Coke at the beach. I went into the water before. It's nice and refreshing, not too cold. You go ahead. I'm gonna sun myself for a while. Just don't go too far in. Where are you going? Okay, tell Tammy Lee I said hi. Later days. Hey, welcome to my pad. It's copacetic, right? I'm glad you could come over and hang. I want to introduce you to my friend Elizabeth. Are you down with that? Great. Follow me. Hey Liz, this is the friend I was talking about. What it is? Nice threads. We're just chillaxing, listening to some tunes. This album is off the hook. So what have you been up to? You saw your Aunt and Eva at the beach? That Eva always gives me the hairy eyeball when I see her. Oh, she's not so bad. She's just set in her ways. Oh, don't worry about it. I was happy to do you a solid and take your shift last night. What were you doing anyway? Listen, I'm your friend, right? I'm gonna tell you like it is. You can't keep going to the beach every night, searching for something that's not there. Your mom, little Marcia Connors, your friend Sue and her sister, they're all gone. They left paradise, that's all. I don't think they're coming back. I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean, Liz? Let me give you the lowdown. I don't believe they left paradise. I think they attempted to leave and were trapped by something or someone. Trapped? Where? I don't know. But things get freaky deaky anytime I try to leave the boundaries of this town. I'm pretty sensitive to energies, and anytime I swim out too far in the ocean or drive to the edge of town, I feel this pressure, this heavy energy pushing me back. It's as if something doesn't want me to leave. I've been too afraid to push past it. Jeepers creepers. Yeah, and I feel it most when I walk into the woods. I went there a few years ago, and I haven't been back since. It was freaky, man. There's a dark sense coming from that forest. I can't quite describe it, but I would avoid it at any cost. Right on, Liz. I have no ambition to go there. My mom told me they're cursed. Our house overlooks the woods, and she told me that late at night, she's seen strange lights and flashes coming from the trees. And once, she swears she saw the trees change colors rapidly. We do well to just stay in town, where it's safe. Hey, where are you going? Are you leaving already? Okay, check you later. Peace out. Oh, sweetie, you couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? Well, at least I can drop that silly accent. Listen, dear, I created this beautiful world for all of us, but it's just not enough for you, is it? You're not satisfied to live in this utopia I've designed. You just had to keep digging, determined to find the truth. And now, what am I to do with you? I suppose I could make you disappear, like I did to the others. The troublemakers, the ones who asked too many questions, the ones who tried to leave. I couldn't let them escape. If they left, they'd realize that they were living in a bubble, in another time. I tried to make them happy. The 50s were simple and safe, weren't they? I kept it that decade in paradise for so long. But then your mother brought you here. At first I was intrigued. Someone chose to enter paradise for the first time from beyond. But then I learned that your mother was working for SWORD, a government agency that has been observing paradise from the outside for quite some time. They sent your mother in to infiltrate my little haven. Now, I've had experience with clandestine agencies before, and they always ruin everything. So, she had to go. Oh, don't worry, dear. She's not dead. She's just floating through time, through space, in a prison of my own making. It's where I put the others who dared leave my world. I could put you there, but I find myself puzzled by you, curious as to your place in my little paradise. Why did your mother bring you here? Surely she knew it would be dangerous. Perhaps she thought you'd be safe with your aunt, who has lived peacefully in paradise and blissfully unaware of my magic for years. Or perhaps she knew that if she entered paradise, she might never be able to leave, and she couldn't bear to part with you. Well, she tried, and she failed. And so, you are now stuck here with me. And again, what am I to do with you? My little troublemaker. You know, I've attempted to make this place a home for you. When your mother left, I knew the 50s would be a source of painful nostalgia. So I aged you up to a teenager, and I transformed paradise to the 60s. After all, in the 60s you wouldn't need adult supervision. You could live your life freely. I thought that would make you happy, but then your friend Sue interfered. Sue put thoughts in your head of leaving this place. She talked negatively about the town. I needed you to forget, so we moved to the 70s. But still, you remember. Still, you ask questions. Still, you resist. So what am I to do with you? I am trying the best I can to give you a home, but still you fight me at every stage. I suppose you're too old now to follow the rules, to be content. So I think I will send you back and forward. If you cannot be content as an adult, maybe you'll be happy as a toddler. After all, the 80s is a great time to grow up. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll love it. And it will all be over in just a minute. When I snap my fingers, you'll be a child, blissfully unaware that we've even had this conversation. Yes, the 80s. We can be happy there. And hopefully there, you'll finally learn to leave well enough alone.